Landon Burbage, your pole setter here this evening, takes the green flag for 15 heart-pounding laps of action. Nevaeh Edwards, topside, coming off of turn number 2. She'll dial it down right behind Landon Burbage. Here we go in turns 3 and 4. We're side by side for 4th and 3.
That's the young 9-year-old sensation, Jace Rogers, in the number 3 machine. He's going after Leo Bennett, who's a rookie competitor just in front of him.
It's Landon Burbage, again, all night long from the pole position, has led the entire distance. Can he hold on and pick up yet another victory? He goes back to turns 3 and 4 for the final time. And for the 8th time in 2025, Landon Burbage wins the Cycle City Corp Bandoleros race at Langley Speedway. And we're getting ready to find out. The Toyota Pace Truck heads down pit lane. Green flag is out. The Yesco Limited Late Models are underway. Top 2 have checked out. That is Jacob Derrick, your pole setter. Aiden Millette, he rides second. They're about 4 car lengths ahead of that battle for 3rd spot. Nick Sample versus Doug Warren are going after it, Adam, lap after lap.
45 of Doug Sample of Doug Warren rocking that throwback paint scheme on the number 45 machine. He's going to make the pass. He gets a shot there from Nick Sample in the 66, who looks like he got a shot from Hunter Waltrip and Brian Rundstrom.
They flash by the start-finish line and take them back to turns 1 and 2. Aiden Millette is there, puts the fender alongside Jacob Derrick. It's going to be a drag race down the backstretch, back in turn 3.
These two very good friends off the racetrack as we got a caution on the speedway.
Whoa! Big-time problems happening over in turns 3 and 4. Doug Warren has caught the fence, as has the 66 of Nick Sample as they were battling for 3rd spot. See Kyle Nestor going into turns 3 and 4. Hunter Waltrip drives the 17 car. There we see already after the fact, the 45 and 66 were already up against the outside retaining wall. Looked like the 18 got on the binders. Pace Truck is behind pit road wall. We're set for the resumption of the Yesco Limited Late Models. Contact Adam here on the front stretch. Aiden Millette and Jacob Derrick get together. The 9 has visible damage to the front of his race car.
And it looked like Jacob might have just missed a shift right there on the front straightaway. Both cars got off the line initially good, but then stumbled there at the front, at the second half of the front straightaway, and you can see the damage on the hood of the number 9 Toyota.
Pace Truck is behind pit road wall. We're set for the resumption of the Yesco Limited Late Models. Contact Adam here on the front stretch. Aiden Millette and Jacob Derrick get together. The 9 has visible damage to the front of his race car.
And it looked like Jacob might have just missed a shift right there on the front straightaway. Both cars got off the line initially good, but then stumbled there at the front, at the second half of the front straightaway, and you can see the damage on the hood of the number 9 Toyota.
White flag is in the air one more time around for Jacob Derrick. It's been a fantastic evening. But remember, race 2, there will be an inversion. He'll start deep in the field if he's able to hold on. They go back to turns 3 and 4 as car 9, Aiden Millette's trying to close in, but off of 4, Jacob Derrick picks up his 2nd win of the 2025 season. 25 laps makes up the distance. Here they come out of turn number 4. We are Legends Racing. The inside lane seems to prevail with Tommy Jackson Jr. in the lead. Here comes fast lane Mason Weekly. He will try to go to the point from the inside as they race back to 3.
13-year-old fast lane Mason Weekly going to the front, and we've got a yellow on the racetrack.
NASCAR not happy with the start. We're ready to go Legends Racing here in Hampton, and we are green once more. Much better start for Tommy Jackson Jr. He has the lead. Mason Weekly struggles in turns 1 and 2. Adam, he's out of shape.
Yeah, Mason tried to go again and give a shot to the 87, but it ended up unsettling his race car in the number 48, so he is actually going to continue to stay where he's at, and it's all Tommy Jackson at the front. Ryan Micah in the number 16 celebrating a birthday today. Happy 18th birthday, Ryan. He's having a good run, holding off the defending champ, Cody Carlton.
For Tommy Jackson Jr., he has been so successful here at Langley Speedway over the years. He is a champion, a 3-time champion, most recently back in 2023. He's coming through turns 3 and 4. And for the 4th time in 2025, Tommy Jackson Jr. wins. Tighten the belts. We're getting ready to find out the trucks of NASCAR. We call the Tough Trucks, presented by Harris Truck Shop, are underway. Already on the break. Looks like the 19 was trying to get there. Here comes Paige Kane from the high side. She's dialing up that top line with some assistance from behind. That is going to be pickup truck number 22, Mason Journeys. But Adam, they are boxed up 2 by 2 for the first 2 rows.
How about Paige Kane? The young lady will not go away on the top side of the racetrack. She is a thorn in the side of Bill Wallace here, taking fight to the number 19 machine. Chris McAvoy is there as well. Wallace finally able to clear Kane for the moment. Here comes McAvoy for P2, the 3 truck, looking to make it happen early. Now he's lost about a truck length or so Bechtel going to try and reload on his championship competitor as McAvoy looks for the race lead. Here comes truck 3 off of 2.
Chris McAvoy is trying to go to the point. We are door handle to door handle down the backstretch. Dialing up the bottom line is McAvoy. He'll clear Bill Wallace. Wallace will not only lose the lead, he'll lose second spot to Paige Kane. Bill Wallace, the preferred line, bottom of the racetrack. He is trying to clear the 38 of Paige Kane coming off of turn 4, and indeed he'll do so. Move Bill Wallace back up to second. Paige Kane tries to reload, gets into the back bumper. That will set us up for 4 trucks getting knotted up over in turn number 2. Here we look at the Flow Racing replay. She dives it down into turn number 1, bottom of the racetrack. There's the contact between herself and Bill Wallace. Unfortunately, Chris Bechtel plowed into that incident. Chris McAvoy brings him off of turn number 4. He'll lead the parade, and we are back racing here in Hampton.
McAvoy is shot out of a cannon. That 3 truck is gone. Right now the battle is on for a 3rd spot. Tim Carter holding off Jesse Call for position as our fast trucks involved in the incident try to make their way up through the pack. It is single file for the moment all the way through the field.
Fire. Here he comes out of turn number 4. Chris McAvoy will win the truck race here at Langley Speedway. Super Streets, who is going to win tonight? We're getting ready to find out. Here they come out of turn 4. Green flag is out. The old school video game Super Streets. Stand on the loud pedal, work the gearbox. They're headed to turns 1 and 2. On the brake is going to be Sammy Gaeta. The top 3 single file, but they're side by side for 4th in turn 3.
The only thing Sammy Gaeta didn't want to see was the only other race winner in the field this season, Landon Abbott, break through the rest of the field. That's exactly what he did.
Not even to the halfway mark. Can Sammy Gaeta hold on? What about Landon Abbott? We talked about Jacob Wood. He wants a win. We get the green flag. The drivers work on the gearbox. The top 2 bounce off of one another once, not twice here, going through turns 1 and 2. That tells you how hard they're racing for that first position. Sammy Gaeta has it. Landon Abbott wants to take it from him. Abbott gets in the back of the 21 through turns 3 and 4. Moves him up the racetrack. This is hardcore racing at its best, Adam, here on the front stretch.
Brian, you say it time and time again. The best time to pass is at the start of the race or the restart, and there you see contact is made. Gaeta gets shoved up the hill, and now Abbott is going to try to go after his teammate.
Car number 21 was manhandled by Landon Abbott. He washed him up the racetrack. He was fighting hard as he could to take that top spot, and unfortunately for Sammy Gaeta, he is falling back through the field here at Langley Speedway. Jacob Woods, your race leader. He looks in the rearview mirror, sees Landon Abbott's coming. Abbott is there on the inside in 3 and 4. Landon Abbott will become our 3rd different race leader of the night. Landon Abbott has gone to the point. Meanwhile, we're watching the 21 of Sammy Gaeta. Adam, he has fallen through the field. He's all the way back now to 8. And Landon Abbott is taking his car back to turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming off of turn 4. And for the 3rd time in 2025, Landon Abbott will win the Super Streets race here at Langley Speedway. Who's going to winner's circle? We're getting ready to find out. Tighten the belts. Limited late models are firing off here on the front stretch. We are ready to have a great time. Danny Harrell's ready to have fun. He's on the brake coming out of turn number 2. The outside lane is not going. They are mixing it up for second. Here comes Aiden Millette. He is shot out of a cannon. Adam, he is going for the 2nd position.
Mr. Where did he come from? So much for that top 8 invert, because Aiden is there after 1 lap. He finds himself P2. Driver 9 is motivated after being involved in an incident there on the restart. They've got that car buttoned up, and they are headed to the front.
Aiden Millette on the back bumper of Hot Wheels. Danny Harrell, car number 95, the longtime veteran. Of course, we documented how Aiden Millette had some issues after he got in the back of the 88, who stumbled on a race restart in the first event. Here comes car 9. It's a drag race going into turn number 3. He'll clear Danny Harrell. Now Harrell's under attack from the 18 of Kyle Nestor coming off of 4. He is being freight trained, he being the 95 of Danny Harrell. He'll go from 1st to 4th, and a matter of 1 lap, he'll close in, slam the door on the 88 of Brian Runstrom Jr. for the final time down the backstretch. the driver that calls Yorktown, Virginia home. Brings it through turns 3 and 4, and for the 5th time in 2025, your point standings leader, Aiden Millett, wins the ESCO Limited Late Model. And our chief starter has the green flag. He waves it, and we are ready to go Enduro racing 3 wide already here on the front stretch as they go back to turns 1 and 2. The battle's on for the lead. Chris Myers in that Jeff Gordon throwback scheme from the top side will go to the point. Car 24 is the race leader. The battle's on for second. Alex Floroff is going to work now on Joe Gray.
Alex Floroff, last year's champion, looking for his second win
We
of the
got
year.
problems, Adam, in turn number 4. Multiple cars get together. One goes for a complete 360 here in turn number 4. That car is not rolling, and that will likely put us under the red flag, and indeed it will. Red flag number 1 flies because we got problems here in turn 4. Over in turns 3 and 4. Looks like that may have. Looks like we got a car going for a spin just in front.
Green flag is back in the air. It's Myers ahead of Fontaine and Floroff.
Here they go, and look who's going to the point. Car 64, Thomas Fontaine, will get by Chris Myers. Myers will try to capitalize on what he lost. Looks down to the inside over in turns 3 and 4. Those cars very close together. You almost could not fit a sheet of paper between the two. That's how close they are. Myers to the inside of car 64 in turns 1 and 2.
Myers trying to regain that lost track position. He got beat at the start. Fontaine went by. Now here comes Myers off of turn number 2. The Jeff Gordon throwback, looking for his first points win of the season. After winning a new winner's race on Wacky Wednesday, gets a bump from Fontaine. And here comes the Mosquito Joe machine back, trying to take the top spot.
Chris Myers goes back to the point. He's able to bypass Thomas Fontaine, the Mosquito Joe car. Now Fontaine will try the crossover move coming out of turn number 2. Side by side, door handle to door handle through turns now 3. Contact is made by Chris Myers to Thomas Fontaine. Gives him the bump. They are knotted up together. Here comes Myers to the inside in turns 1 and 2.
Oh, they're still making contact down into turn 1. Good racing here between the 64 and the 24. Fontaine holds him off for the moment right now as they go down the back straightaway. Myers going to have to try and reload if he wants to get back by the Mosquito Joe machine.
Zach Hardline started deep in the field as they're 3 wide. Now we got problems up front. Tiffany Harrell and the 64 of Thomas Fontaine get together as Thomas Fontaine tries to negotiate lap traffic. That allowed the 24 car to close in. Now the 24 and 87 get together as well. They make more contact coming off of turn 4. Car 24, Chris Myers, and we got Tiffany Harrell going around with hard contact to the outside retaining wall in turns 1 and 2. Big time problems. We're being told by NASCAR that they will park car number 24, Chris Myers, for aggressive driving, as NASCAR has viewed that as an intentional hit to spin the 87 of Tiffany Harrell. Let's go racing. Green flag is out. We are rocking and rolling once more in this Portsmouth Army Navy Enduros action at Langley Speedway. Thomas Fontaine holds serve as the race leader as he puts 12 on the scoreboard. 3 more, and we will be halfway home. Here comes car number 32, looking to take the 3rd spot now from car number 25, Ryan Vincent, over in turns 3 and 4. Zach Hardline is on a tear now. Off of turn 4, he indeed will get 3rd. Meanwhile, closer to the front, we got a battle for the lead as well. That's because car number 17 has caught Thomas Fontaine down the backstretch.
That's defending champ Alex Floroff, who only has 1 win on the year. It's been a quiet season for driver 17. He's hungry to get back to Dale Emmons' victory lane as he gives a shot to Fontaine off of 4. Does he shove him into turn 1? The answer is yes. Look at the backhand kick out of the number 64 machine. Floroff hungry to get back to victory lane, but he knows the 32 is coming. Hardline closing the gap quickly.
Here comes Alex Floroff. He looks in the rearview mirror and sees the 32 of Zach Hardline coming. Zach is there. Meanwhile, here comes the 17 of Alex Floroff to the inside of Thomas Fontaine in turns 1 and 2. Has the nose underneath car 64. They're side by side down the backstretch. We may have a new race leader. Car 17, Alex Floroff. He indeed will clear Thomas Fontaine. Move the 17 to the point, but he knows that the 32 is coming, that being Zach Hardline in turns 1 and 2.
Hardline has positioned himself right in between the two cars, and that's not what Alex Floroff wanted to see with over 20 laps to go in this one, only halfway in this race. He's got plenty of time to work over the 17, and he is there. Hardline looking to make something happen here down into turn 1.
Here comes the 32 of Hardline. The bumper is there. What will he do over in turns 3 and 4? At the moment, he follows in the tire tracks. Now he peeks to the bottom, coming off of turn number 4. Here comes Zach Hardline. Can he make the run? Not quite yet. They're back in 1 and 2. Now we're going to go side by side. But indeed, the 17, once more of Alex Floroff, is able to get back in the gas a little bit quicker. They will catch the 4 of Jennifer Crabtree. How will that play into this battle? We're getting ready to find out. White flag is in the air, the final trip around the speedway. It is Alex Floroff. He has not won in nearly 5 months. Can he do it tonight? Zach Hardline does not want that to happen. They race down the backstretch for the final time in turns 3 and 4. Here comes Alex Floroff. It's been a dogfight all night long. He's going to be able to hold him off. Alex Floroff will win the Enduros here at Langley Speedway.